hear that screaming inside the capsule?
Katy!
But the best part was when we got back in our seats after 0 G's, Katy sang "What a Wonderful World." Because everybody said, sing roar, sing fireworks. And she said, it's not about me. I wanted to talk about the world.
Wow. You are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love.
And for my Katy cats, I have a special reveal coming to you from Zero Gravity.
Katy Perry is just not shooting for the stars. She's literally getting launched into space with the sassiest, most extra squad you could ever imagine. This isn't just some PR stunt or red carpet moment. No ma'am. Katy, Lauren Sanchez, aka Jeff Bezos' ultra-glam fiancée, Gayle King, and 3 other fierce femmes are strutting their space boots into the history books as the first all-female crew to head into space since, wait for it, 1963. Yes, 1963. Boy, have the girls waited long enough. Now picture this, Katy Perry on Instagram, just casually posting in a tight blue spacesuit, hair snatched, face beat, and the jumpsuit cinched in all the right places. The caption, we're putting the ass in astronaut. And honestly, she wasn't lying. That jumpsuit had Perry across the chest like a fashion flex and Blue Origin down the arm like a designer label. NASA could never. It's giving sci-fi Barbie meets boss babe energy, and fans are living for it. But hold up, these suits weren't just whipped out of some astronaut closet. Nope, these bad boys were designed by Lauren Sanchez herself, with help from the high-fashion duo behind Monzi. Yes, the same geniuses who also dress Oscar de la Renta's red carpet royalty.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
We love you.
Bring us back safe.
We're so grateful.
We're counting on you.
We're counting on you. Where's Carrie Ann? Okay. Well, they're comfortable. Okay, that's for sure. We believe in you too.
Thank you for helping us heal. 3, 2, 1.
Take it up space!
And if you're wondering whether they considered what underwear to wear under those skin-tight suits, of course they did. Fernando Garcia literally spilled that they had a meeting about it. Lauren's answer? One word, skims. That's right. Kim K is apparently now in space. Spiritually, at least. And before anyone gets salty and says this is just another celeb vanity project, think again. Katy has been deep in her cosmic girl era. She's been reading Carl Sagan, diving into astrophysics, and apparently whispering motivational quotes to herself, like, "You're brave, you're bold, and you're doing this for the next generation." Someone get this woman a cape, because she's not just launching into orbit, she's launching a whole new mindset for young girls everywhere. I mean, this is the same woman who roared through the Super Bowl on a literal lion. Of course she's going to space. But let's rewind a second. The mission, aka the 11-minute flight of fabulousness, is part of Blue Origin's new Shepherd program, and it's all going down in West Texas today. Yes, April 14th. And yes, it's only 11 minutes. But do you know how long it takes to do a Grammys red carpet? These women are basically squeezing an intergalactic moment into less time than a Met Gala interview. Iconic.
Go see your baby.
Where are my babies?
They're over here. Go see them.
Thank you.
Speaking of the Met, Lauren Sanchez didn't just wake up one day and decide to become Space Barbie. She's been planning this. She told the New York Times that she wanted to reimagine the flight suit because traditionally they're made for men and then just tailored for women. Tailored? Please. Lauren said, let's bring some spice to space, and she did not disappoint. These suits are elegant, sure, but they're also snatched to the gods. It's like if Balmain met NASA and had a baby that wanted to touch the stars. And Lauren, she's not just Bezos' fiancée. This woman is orchestrating an entire style moment from literal orbit. Like, imagine planning your Met Gala look and designing spacesuits in the same year. Some girls juggle boys. Lauren juggles fashion and physics. Katy, on the other hand, has been on a whole spiritual journey prepping for liftoff. She's not just out here doing zero-G somersaults for clout. Sis is channeling her feminine divine and diving into the math and mechanics of the launch like a STEM goddess. She said becoming a mom to Daisy Bloom made her level up that inner power, and now she's basically a space priestess. Someone get Zendaya to play her in the biopic already. Meanwhile, Gayle King, yes, Oprah's bestie, was also out here trying on her suit, probably doing a little space twirl for the gram. We don't know what Gayle's packing for this trip, but we do know she'll be the only person in the cosmos doing a flawless morning interview from zero gravity. It's also just too poetic that Katy posted the whole launch vibe on International Day of Human Space Flight. Like, girl, the timing. She captioned it, "Forever in awe of the universe and its alignment." I mean, is Mercury in retrograde? Is Venus sending us vibes? Because this is some next level synchronicity.
Liftoff. New Shepard has cleared the tower. Engine response looks good.
Also, can we just talk about the symbolism? A literal all-female crew, fashionably dressed, mentally prepared, and spiritually aligned, rising above the earth. It's like a cosmic clap back to every guy who ever said girls aren't into science. They're not just into it, they're slaying in it. And listen, this isn't just some girl gang doing a vibey TikTok in space. This is a statement, a flex, a serve. It's saying, we've arrived and we've brought skims. Oh, and if you're wondering what the men are doing in the meantime, probably watching from the sidelines like it's the Met Gala pre-show. Jeff Bezos might own the rocket, but it's Lauren and the girls who are owning the moment. I mean, Jeff literally left the Earth before, but did he look this fabulous? Absolutely not. This is a mission, yes, but it's also a full-blown event. Also worth noting, Katy said she's excited to learn more about the engineering of it all. Like, Katy Perry isn't just counting down to liftoff, she's counting equations. She's basically reinventing the California girl into a galactic queen. And the suits? Let's be real. They're going to end up in a museum someday. Probably on a mannequin with a plaque that says, "Worn by Katy Perry when she brought the booty to the moon." We can already see it.
You never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give.
The rocket's going up, and she was so proud. Just kept saying, "Mommy, Mommy." Gayle shared with us the song that you sang when you got up there. What a wonderful world. Why was that important to sing that particular song?
It's about this wonderful world that we see right out there and appreciating it. This is all for the benefit of Earth.
This mission is historic, it's glamorous, it's empowering, it's extra in all the best ways. But more than anything, it's a full circle moment for the girls. Because while the world's been sending billionaires into orbit, these women are sending a message. We belong up there too, and we'll do it with highlighter on point and our brows laminated. This isn't just some casual field trip either. This mission marks the first all-women space flight since 1963. When Russian legend Valentina Tereshkova soloed into orbit. 62 years later, we're finally getting another moment, and this time it's got a full glam squad. Let's talk deets. The rocket is lifting off from Blue Origin's Launch Site 1 in West Texas, aiming to soar just over the Kármán line. That's the official border of space at 100 kilometers high. Technically, that means our 6 queens will become astronauts. Sort of. The FAA, NASA, and U.S. military all have their own definitions of what makes someone a real astronaut, so while the title might be up for debate, we're giving it to them anyway. Badges, sparkles, and all. Now, the flight will only last about 11 minutes. We know, blink and it's over, but the ladies will get a full 4 minutes of floating and weightlessness. Picture Katy Perry drifting in zero gravity, maybe humming E.T. while taking selfies with Earth as the backdrop. If that's not pop culture history in the making, we don't know what is. But don't expect an in-orbit concert, at least not yet. Katy hasn't confirmed if she'll sing during the flight, though we'd pay serious money to hear firework echoing in the cosmos. Back on Earth, the capsule will parachute its way back down for a soft landing in the Texas desert. Total runtime? Just enough to make a TikTok, freak out a little, float around, and touch back down with a lifetime of bragging rights. And how did this stellar crew get chosen? That's all Lauren Sanchez. She handpicked the lineup herself, telling Elle she wanted women who inspire and can talk about it afterward. She's all about creating role models for the next-gen space dreamers. Honestly, queen behavior. As for Katy, she's been waiting for this call since forever. Even when Blue Origin first talked about commercial space travel, I was like, sign me up, she told Elle. When the actual invite came, I was like, really? Me? Girl? Yes, you. This isn't Blue Origin's first star-studded mission either. Jeff Bezos went up himself in 2021, and they even launched Star Trek's William Shatner into space at age 90. So yeah, this company doesn't do low-key. Now it's the ladies' turn to shine. Literally. Expect weightless hair flips, tears of joy, and maybe a few shocked gasps as they stare down at our little blue planet. Cameras will definitely be rolling, and we can't wait for the post-flight interviews, reaction reels, and I survived space selfies. Is this just a PR stunt? Maybe. Is it inspiring as hell? Absolutely. It's not every day you see a chart-topping singer, a journalist icon, a space scientist, a human rights warrior, a filmmaker, and a billionaire's boo casually hop on a rocket for fun. Whether or not they're officially astronauts, they'll go down in the pop culture history books as the first all-female flight crew in decades. Space is finally getting the girl power glow-up it desperately needed.
Okay, I'm going to show you the capsule. Here I am. Seat number 2. I think I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing a little bit. I got to sing in space. We are the Taken Up Space crew.
But hold up. Not everyone is cheering on this space sisterhood with pom-poms and glitter. Cue Olivia Munn, who just drops a major shade hotter than a Texas launch pad. In a now viral appearance on Today with Jenna and Friends, Munn went off about the Katy Perry Lauren Sanchez-led rocket rendezvous, and let's just say she did not hold back. With a raised eyebrow and enough side-eye to power a small satellite, she questioned the entire point of the mission. What are they doing, she asked. Like someone just told her, there's a 100K galactic brunch happening mid-orbit. And it didn't stop there. Munn took a serious tone, saying that with so many people struggling right now, people who can't even afford eggs, in her words, it felt gluttonous for celebrities to spend obscene amounts of money to go joyriding in space for 11 minutes. Yeah, she really called it a magic mountain ride, as in the amusement park. She wasn't slamming just the trip itself, but the very public spectacle of it all. Like, why all the buzz? Why the promo blitz? If you want to go to space, just go up there, have a good time, and come back down, Munn said, basically telling them to keep the whole "we're astronauts now" storyline in the drafts. The internet, of course, exploded. Some folks were fully Team Olivia, applauding her for calling out the rich and famous space obsession, while regular people deal with inflation, layoffs, and, yep, still that egg shortage. Others were like, let the girls float. It's 11 minutes, not Mars colonization. But it does raise the question, is this mission a legit moment of female empowerment in aerospace, or just another high-profile flex wrapped in spacesuits and camera crews? Lauren Sanchez did frame it as a tribute to inspirational women. Still, as Munn pointed out, it's not exactly groundbreaking science, no research, no experiments, just vibes. And while Katy Perry may be belting out firework in zero gravity, Olivia's basically asking, is this trip to the stars or just a very expensive Instagram story? And as if Olivia Munn's sizzling take wasn't enough to fuel the tea, Katy Perry doubled down on her cosmic ambitions with a classic Katy-style twist. She claimed the universe literally told her to go to space. Yes, the same woman who once danced with Left Shark is now interpreting celestial signs like it's her full-time job. During a pre-flight interview, Perry reportedly shared that she received confirmation from the universe that this spaceflight was part of her destiny. tarot cards, astrology app notification, a pigeon flying in a perfect circle? Who knows, but for Katy, the stars aligned, quite literally. This intergalactic getaway, however, isn't your average wellness retreat. Organized by Jeff Bezos' very glam fiancée, Lauren, who clearly knows how to mix business, beauty, and billionaire vibes, the NS-31 mission is basically the space version of a Real Housewives reunion, minus the wine, but with way more gravity-defying drama. Joining Katy on this 11-minute star-hopping adventure are 5 other powerhouse women, including broadcaster Gayle King and aerospace entrepreneur Aisha Bowe. It's giving rich, famous, and floating. And not just that, Katy Perry isn't the only one stepping in for a suborbital selfie. Blue Origin has practically become the space-age equivalent of Dancing with the Stars, but with more zero gravity and less sequins. Let's sip the cosmic tea on the other celebs who have flirted with the final frontier, and yes, it's as star-studded and occasionally random as you'd expect. Let's start with the OG drama king himself, Jeff Bezos. He didn't just fund the rocket, he rode it like a billionaire cowboy straight into the stratosphere. Wearing a very meme-worthy cowboy hat, no less. And who did he bring along? His brother Mark, because why not? And Wally Funk, the absolute icon who waited 6 decades to finally get her space wings. Wally's journey wasn't just heartwarming, it was a historical flex. She was once denied entry into NASA's program because of her gender. Fast forward to 2021, and she's in space, literally stealing Bezos' spotlight with her unstoppable energy. Then came the real meta moment, Captain Kirk in actual space. William Shatner boarded the NS-18 in October 2021 at 90 years old. Not only did he beat Wally Funk's record to become the oldest space traveler, but he also delivered the most existential post-flight monologue since Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar. He gazed out the window, saw Earth, and basically had a spiritual awakening on live TV. Honestly, it was giving sci-fi icon becomes philosopher vibes, and we ate it up. Enter Michael Strahan, NFL legend turned morning show sweetheart. The man went from tackling quarterbacks to floating in zero-G with Bezos and company aboard NS-19. He even took his Super Bowl ring to space. Like, can we get more iconic? His post-flight vibe was very much casual astronaut, as if space travel was just another segment on Good Morning America. And let's not sleep on Kobe Cotton. Yes, that Kobe from Dude Perfect. His surprise ticket to space had the internet screaming, "Nepo space flight?" Maybe not, but it certainly raised eyebrows. I mean, if YouTubers are going to space now, are we only a few uploads away from a Mr. Beast mission to Mars? Then there's Ed Dwight, a former Air Force pilot who was almost the first black astronaut in the 60s. He finally got his cosmic justice decades later, courtesy of Jeff Bezos' wallet and some serious PR magic. It was emotional, historic, and a major win for redemption arcs everywhere. And we can't skip Emily Calandrelli, the real-life space gal who made sure science had a seat at the VIP table. It's refreshing to know that between all the glitz, some passengers are more than just pretty faces with perfect Instagram captions. Bottom line, Katy Perry's not just going to space, she's joining an elite, slightly chaotic club of space-faring celebs who are redefining what it means to shoot for the stars. Set your alarms for 8:30 a.m. CDT, people. This isn't just a launch, it's Hollywood in high orbit. And let's be honest, Hollywood's obsession with space has been building for a while now. Celebs aren't just content with yachts and private islands anymore. They want orbit. And why wouldn't they? Space is the new red carpet, just with fewer paparazzi and more oxygen tanks. Tom Cruise, for one, has been plotting a full-blown cinematic takeover of the final frontier. Word on the space street is that he's working with NASA and SpaceX to film an action movie in actual orbit. Because of course he is. Tom doesn't just hang off buildings. He wants to hang out in space. There's even buzz that he's already locked in a seat on a future mission, with producers coordinating launch schedules like it's Coachella. Honestly, if this movie ever gets made, he might get an Oscar and an astronaut badge. But Cruise isn't the only one flirting with the stars. Leonardo DiCaprio bought his Virgin Galactic ticket years ago, long before it was trendy. Typical Leo, always ahead of the curve when he's not dating models under 25. He even auctioned an extra seat for charity because saving the world is very on brand for someone who plans to vacation above it. And speaking of early adopters, Justin Bieber was also one of the first celebs to grab a ticket to space. Back in his Believe era, he signed up for a Virgin Galactic flight, probably dreaming of serenading the stratosphere. The launch hasn't happened yet, but imagine Bieber floating in zero gravity crooning Baby. That clip alone would break the internet and Earth's gravitational pull. Even Rihanna, queen of the universe and occasional musical hiatus, once hinted she'd consider space if it was safe enough. You know a Riri space moment would be high fashion meets high altitude. Picture this, a Savage X Fenty capsule drop from orbit, floating through the cosmos in slow motion. NASA could never. If anyone can make a helmet tempting, it's her. Then there's Ashton Kutcher, who also grabbed a seat with Virgin Galactic, but reportedly sold it after becoming a dad. Responsible, sure, but we were robbed of a possible dude where's my spaceship moment. Still, Mila probably vetoed that one for the sake of the kids, and honestly, fair. Even Angelina Jolie's name has been whispered in cosmic circles. While nothing's confirmed, she's been vocal about space exploration and her kids' fascination with the stars. If she ever does go, you can bet it'll be less fun ride and more humanitarian mission to Mars. With that cheekbone structure, she'd probably outshine the moon. But while those celebs are still thinking about space, this all-female Blue Origin crew is doing it, and in style. Katy's jumpsuit alone is already getting comparisons to classic sci-fi queens, and you just know the memes are going to be interstellar. Lauren Sanchez is basically executive produced the entire mission. Amanda Nguyen is bringing activist realness to the stars, and Gayle King, she's about to deliver space commentary with the same energy she gave that R. Kelly interview. Iconic. And for the fashion girlies, Carrie Ann Flynn is the one to watch. She's not just a producer, she's a red carpet veteran who knows how to spin a narrative. Expect behind-the-scenes footage, post-launch interviews, and possibly a space docu-series, because if no one tells the story, did it even orbit? Today's launch isn't just about going to space, it's about claiming it. Celebs have already conquered land, sea, and streaming platforms. Space was the final frontier, and now it's getting the Hollywood glow-up it always secretly wanted. So grab your glittery space snacks and get ready to watch 6 women blast off with more elegance than a Met Gala entrance. Because when stars go to space, they really shine.